You can go put it on the river.
That's what I do it anyway. Especially if I can find a tribal.
Itch or what?
$80,000 boat.
Is that what it is? Alright, so I just need to. The ones I've been seeing have been good. And it just depends on really the motor.
Sit there with that.
Once you get to 40 horsepower and above, you're like at least 6 or 7.
Yeah, for every 10 horse, they say it's $1,000.
Yeah, been there,
60
done that.
horse. That's not big at all.
No?
No. Yeah.
You still pull kids then?
I use a jet ski too, but I don't have one of those bars on the back that you can put a boat thing.
Good. Keeps it away from everybody's head.
Yeah.
Let's go. Good evening. Welcome to the regular meeting of the Buchanan City Commission. It is Monday, August 12th, 2024. It's 7 o'clock. I'd like to call the meeting to order. We don't have any recognitions tonight. Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Can we have roll call, please?
Dennison,
Here.
Whedon,
Here.
Bianski,
Yeah.
Money,
Present.
Swam.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Accept a motion to approve the agenda.
Shauna makes that motion.
Thank you. Is there support?
This is money I'll support.
Thank you. Can we have,
Can
I
you
think we
amend?
want to amend the
Thank you.
agenda
What?
to remove.
oh, didn't you?
He
I
motioned to
didn't. I want
approve
you
the
to-
agenda as.
Oh, there you
presented.
go. Are you making that motion?
Well, I'll change my motion to approve
To
the
approve.
the removal of B for BAFAC appointment.
Mr. Monty, you good with that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Can we have roll call, please?
Whedon,
Yes.
Bianski,
Yes.
Money,
Yes.
Swam,
Yes.
Dennison.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, moving down to public comment on agenda items only. If you'd like to make a public comment, please make your way to the podium, state your name for the minutes. Is there anyone wishing to make a comment on an agenda item? It has to be an agenda item. Okay, seeing none. Let's move down to the consent agenda. Someone like to make a motion?
A motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Thank you. Is there support?
This is money I'll support.
Thank you. Can we have roll call, please?
Bianski,
Yes.
Money,
Yes.
Swam,
Yes.
Dennison,
Yes.
Whedon.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, moving down to reports by departments, committees, boards. Resolution 2024-08/22. Consider resolution 2024.08/22, a resolution of the Buchanan Fine Arts Council to continue utilizing city-owned property in the city of Buchanan.
So I'm just gonna give a little quick update. This got missed from the last time. The Fine Arts Council brought it to my attention. They actually have a meeting tonight. That's why they want somebody representing. So this actually lets them go until 2025, and then we'll bring it up again to get back on that 5-year track.
For the tin shop.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
tin shop, just for them to utilize it.
When was it supposed, when,
It was supposed to be in 2020.
oh,
And it
we
got
haven't done it
missed.
since then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I thought I remember approving something since I've been on here for that.
I haven't been able to find it. It was brought to my attention by that board.
Okay.
So, I know that we restructured it a little bit, but that's the only thing I could find in that area.
Is there any form of lease on record at all?
Just that,
Just what?
just the resolution like saying that they could utilize that tin shop. I did find some stuff from 2019 that were a couple of emails, and me and Tim looked at it, and everything was good. It was looked at by an attorney, so.
So we're good as far as liability, or is it completely under the city's umbrella?
They're under our umbrella.
Right, so they just pay utilities and take care of the building?
I believe we pay the utilities.
We pay
Yeah,
them.
they
Yeah.
they fund their programming.
Yep.
Yeah, they have a budget and, expenses and revenues and
Okay,
We held them out.
okay.
Anybody like to make a motion?
I'll move to approve resolution 2024.04/22 as presented.
Thank you. Is there support?
I'll support.
Thank you. Can we have roll call, please?
Money,
Yes.
Swam,
Yes.
Dennison,
Yes.
Whedon,
Yes.
Bianski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Moving down to the primary election report.
Just a quick update. Obviously, the primary was last Tuesday. We had 593 voters that actually voted. Election day, it was 328. Absentee voting was 257, and early voting was 8 voters.
How many?
8.
For the city. If you want to know the totals, there was 417 voters that used early voting in the Bering County agreement. So that doesn't count Benton Harbor Charter or Bertrand Township. So it's starting to pick up a little bit more on the early voting, but we're still trying to push it as much as possible. Our turnout was about 18% for this election. I can't stress enough for people to go out and vote, especially in the primaries. Those are the people that are in November. That's who you want to vote for. You're voting for your person. I have teamed up with the library, and we are doing National Voter Registration Day on September 17th. We signed up through the program. I'll be at the library that day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. registering anybody that needs to register to vote. Doesn't matter what jurisdiction you are, I will get it to your local clerk and make sure that you're taken care of, okay? So, we have a big one coming up. Make sure everything's taken care of before you go and vote for the general. That's it.
I know there was only 1,600 voters in our district for our county commissioner, total, out of 13,000,
Yep.
which is downright pathetic. I mean, I say that every time I've been up here. You know, we have a group of people in here that want to do something, but when 90% of them are sitting on their duffs and they can't take 10 minutes. And then we
Yeah.
went through this whole
And with all the options. that are now-
Constitution garbage, which is, it is exactly that, garbage. So, an extra expense to all of us.
Well, and with all the options out there, and if you have any questions, please call me, email me. I'll tell you what to do or how to do it, okay? It's really easy. There's so many different ways to vote now. Michigan is very unique, where we have everything. We have permanent AV, we have early voting, we have election day. You have every opportunity to vote, so I hope you really do it in November, so.
Okay, thank you. And by the way, when I came to vote, it ran like a well-oiled machine. I told you that morning.
Thank
You had
you.
it down. All your volunteers did great, so.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving down to item A, SMACUS Articles of Incorporation. Consider approving Resolution 2024-08-23, a resolution to approve amendments to the Southwestern Michigan Community Ambulance Services Articles of Incorporation. Brian?
Yes. Did you want me to say a few things about this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, last year, in August, we encountered a situation where we needed to provide assistance to another community in the Cass County area. And what we realized at that time was our Articles of Incorporation that we had developed in 1976 were really not adequate for covering that or several other types of situations. And so the communities, leadership from each of the communities gathered with our legal counsel. We went through the articles point by point, and when we had gained approval at that work session, we then distributed it out by email and continued to tweak it and the like. So this is the finished product from that project. It allows us to do several things with a little more clear function. As an example, to contract with an outside agency or to add or subtract owner municipalities.
Sorry, I was just looking up.
I'd like to make the motion.
Go ahead and make the motion.
I move to approve Resolution 2024.08/23 as presented.
I'll support.
This,
I'm sorry. Sorry, Larry. I do have some questions, so.
Yeah, go ahead while we're,
So it's, how's the funding plan working? Because I think the owners are still not in alignment on there, so what's the strategy on that?
So, a couple of years back, you all remember, we came to you and we said, there's some problems coming in our industry. A lot of those had to do with a severe shortage of people. Smackers was one of the early addressers of that problem, which probably kept us afloat during that time frame because we were prepared to address it. And what we have done since that point is move to a percentage of population of the overall ownership population. So we use the U.S. Census, and we do a percentage of that, and that's the percentage of the subsidy that we require, which is approved by our budget. This last year, that subsidy remained flat. We did not increase it this budget year because we had increased it a couple of times since then, and we're doing pretty good right now. We're also working on some state increases in funding, something called the QAP, which I can't remember the acronym, it's just a horrible acronym. And then a couple of other opportunities to increase some of the funding that we get for providing the service from Medicare and Medicaid. In addition to that, because we've been providing care to the Cass County operation, we've been able to spread out some of our administrative costs. Josh and I have spread out some of our salary and some of the other office administrative as well. And so as a result of that, we were able to keep everything flat this year. And we hope that as we build more and more efficiencies, we'll continue to do that. So
Is that QUAP or CRAP?
I think it's QUAP. AAP.
It's QAAP.
Yeah,
Quality assurance and
something.
Yeah. Coming from the state, I'd expect it to be CR.
have all the other municipalities passed the Articles of
Yes,
Incorporation?
they have.
They've accepted
This
them,
is our
all
last
of them?
one.
This is the
Yes.
last one?
We're the last one.
Can
Yeah.
you, just briefly, while we have you here in front of us, can you tell us what direction you're headed with Cass County and how that's all working?
Sure. So, right now, we're under a temporary agreement with Cass County. The board of trustees that provide us with our direction authorized a temporary agreement. And we are working towards a permanent agreement with them, which will require a higher level approval from the board. So, hopefully within the next couple of months, we will have a permanent agreement on the table and have that seriously considered. One of the advantages to doing that not only is that we spread out costs. When our counterparts at Pride Care Ambulance went out of business, there was nobody to step into that area and take care of those things. And some outstanding work that was done by Josh and the crews at Smackus, we were able to step in and provide that service within a week. It was kind of like, I compare it to building an airplane in the air. And we were able to get that going. And what that did for us is, one, it ensured that we're reimbursed for the resources that we were going to spend there anyway, because we would have to mutual aid into that area to provide aid to those folks. It allowed us to receive funding for that so that we could give them their own resources and keep our resources here at home. That's what we've continued to do. It may turn into a permanent agreement. It certainly looks like that's the direction it's heading. They may find another option, but right now we're in very serious talks to do that.
And are they paying the same rate as the municipality?
They're paying a higher rate.
How much higher?
Well, they have 2 trucks there, and they are paying about 100,000, maybe 70,000 more than our combined owner municipalities. We have 3 trucks, so if that gives you a little scale.
I just have concerns with, their access to care is much further than ours, as well as, they're covering a much greater rural territory than our groups are. So I would
Yes.
think, as the owners, they should be, they should be non-owners, they should be paying premiums that
They-
benefit and reduce the cost for our owner municipalities,
The
because
plan is for them to be a contracted
Okay, and they're
That
not
gets you
gonna,
not
they're
an
not
owner.
seeking a seat on the ownership?
Not at this point, no.
Okay,
We don't plan on that.
okay.
We plan on having a stipulation in the contract that it's at least a 5-year
Okay.
before we would consider letting them buy it.
Okay.
But we had to have the articles of incorporation finished before we did the contract, so
Mhm.
this is kind of, kicking at the end.
Okay. Yeah, the big thing that it's been a concern from the groups that I've talked to is just, the ability in the contract for you guys to come back to us and capital costs. So I think ambulance service is completely necessary and would support it. It's just that stigma that's in the contract that you basically can, the way I read it is have a blank check. Not saying that would happen, but it is a concern as an owner that,
Sure.
we don't get budgets presented to us annually, so we don't know what your strategy is. And that would be nice because some of our other boards do that to us, where there's multiple municipalities owned, like the landfill.
We've had extensive conversations about that at our board meetings, and what we would like to do is present a subsidy number at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Sometime in January and February, so that all of the communities have an opportunity to review that, comment on it, and also prepare for whatever that is going to be.
The thing about it is, Brian, is we've had representation on that board. And I mean, Larry's on that board right now,
Yes.
but he's only been on there 2 months.
Yeah.
But Heather was on it, Tim Gannis was on it. We never seen any reports. We never seen any reports. And then at the 11th hour, we're sitting down here trying to twiddle our thumbs and figure this out. So this is our fault for not demanding reports or asking for reports.
Well, and I'm always happy to share those reports. I'm sure Larry will do a great job of disseminating that as we move forward. But if he would like me to send those reports directly to the board, it'll take me no additional effort to do that. So I'd be happy.
If you would do that, it would be very much appreciated. And that way, if Larry, for some reason, isn't at the meeting, we get him.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments?
And Medic One's the only other one in the county that serves, right? Nobody else?
No, just the two of us. Well, there's some small volunteer services that are in questionable situations right now, but they technically do exist, so yeah.
Okay. And how is are we working with Medic One consistently, or
Yes.
have they approached us about taking over Smackus at all with their size?
We are having discussions about a potential merger, but it's really early to talk about that.
Sure. They're
Um,
privately owned though, right?
What's that?
Are they privately owned?
No, they're the same as us.
They're the same as us.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And this month, which was this Thursday, we are going to be talking at length about this with our board of trustees, so I'm sure you'll get a lot more information
Okay.
about that. Yeah.
No, I appreciate telling me that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, in this situation too, bigger isn't necessarily better because it's government, right? It's not a business that's gonna grow by
Yeah.
attrition. It's not necessarily financially better for the taxpayers by growing the business.
Right, this is not so much about growth as it would be about combining resources. Whenever you get at the ambulance business, we measure things by the cost of a unit hour, which is 1 hour with 2 people on an ambulance ready to respond. And so we try to use those unit hours as efficiently as we can. The more depth you have, the more predictive ability you have, the more effectively and the more efficiently you can use those hours. So there is some benefit to size in that area. Yeah.
Like you said, you can spread administrative costs more effectively.
Yep.
I get it. That's all the questions I had.
Okay, no other questions? We have a motion, we have a second. Can we have roll call, please?
Swan,
Yes.
Dennison,
Yes.
Whedon,
Yes.
Bianski,
Yes.
Money.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you,
very
Brian
much.
and Josh.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, moving down to new business, under item A, expenditures, consider approving the expenditures for August 12th, 2024, in the amount of $143,980.71. Are there questions about expenditures?
No, I'll make that motion, Your Honor.
I'll support.
Okay, can we have roll call, please?
Dennison,
I'm sorry, yes.
Whedon,
Yes.
Bianski,
Yes.
Money,
Yes.
Swan.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, and then down to item B, closed session. Consider entering closed session pursuant to MCL 15.268, Section 8, 1AC for discussions relating to negotiation of collective bargaining agreements and personnel evaluation. Someone like to make a motion to enter closed session, please?
I would move to approve to enter closed session pursuant to MCL 15.268, Section 1A and C.
Thank you. Is there support?
I'll second.
May I roll call, please?
Whedon,
Yes.
Bianski,
Yes.
Money,
Yes.
Swam,
Yes.
Dennison.
Yes.
Go get ice cream.
Thank you. Shouldn't take long. We'll be right back. No, nobody brought any, huh? Okay, would somebody like to make a motion to re-enter open session?
I'll make said motion.
Is there support?
I'll support.
May we have a roll call, please?
Bianski,
Yes.
Money,
Yes.
Swem,
Yes.
Dennison,
Yes.
Whedon.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Would someone like to make a motion about Tim's evaluation?
So I'll move to approve the annual evaluation for the city manager, Timothy J. Lynch, with an overall positive performance evaluation and approval of his annual increase dated back to, I believe it's July 1st is what our contract states.
Yes.
Thank you. Is there support?
This is Money, I'll support that.
Thank you. Can we have a roll call, please?
Money,
Yes.
Swem,
Yes.
Dennison,
Yes.
Whedon,
Yes.
Bianski.
No.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Moving down to communications. Are there any? Do you have any?
Nope.
No communications? All right, at this time, I'm going to open it up for public comment on non-agenda items. If you'd like to make a public comment, please make your way to the podium, state your name for the minutes.
Hello, Haley Jones with 14534 Main Street. I was hoping Ashley would be here, but even though she's not, I'm still going to read this. Hello, everyone. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible impact Ashley had on our community and on me personally. She was truly an amazing asset to the city of Buchanan, and her resigning is deeply felt by a lot of us. I can say with complete certainty that Chunks Ice Cream wouldn't be what it is today without Ashley. It was her idea that connected me with Randy after I reached out about the greenhouse on Redbud Trail by the feed mill. Ashley's constant encouragement is what got me through the stressful times. As someone who started a business from scratch, I know how crucial it is to have someone in your corner cheering you on. Ashley was that person for me, and I owe a lot of our success and motivation and to her motivation and the incredible resources she brought to the table. I know that at times others may have made her feel like her work wasn't appreciated, and sadly, in any field you work in, there will always be those who are ungrateful. But I want to make it clear that to us at Chunks, Ashley's work was invaluable. She played a huge role in helping us get to where we are today, and for that we will always be grateful. Yesterday we officially hit $100,000 in sales. We will miss you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Hi, Adam Burke from the Buchanan Area Senior Center, and I'm here to share some unfortunate news with the commission in that we are faced with a significant construction project at the senior center. We have to completely rebuild our parking lot because it was not built to plan. We spent 2 years investigating it with engineers from Whiteman and did core samples and found out that the base underneath it was not put in properly. The drainage features around it weren't put in properly. And so we're faced with over $300,000 now of reconstruction work. And that's significant for an organization of any size, but certainly for ours. So I'm here to ask the city to provide the Redbud City Center for the month of September. We're currently having the drainage work fixed around the parking lot, and when that's finished, the contractor will come in and tear up the entire parking lot. To do it efficiently, both cost-wise and time-wise, this is the way we have to do it. We just have to do it all at once. They're gonna excavate out all the stuff that wasn't done when it was built and put in the proper base, put in drainage, and then repave it. That will take 3 weeks if the weather cooperates, longer if it doesn't. That will start right after Labor Day. So in order to continue our services, in 2023, we had 28,481 check-ins at the senior center. We have 541 active seniors. So we want to continue providing the services to the population that we serve. We've provided 267 rides to medical appointments. We have usually about 8 to 12 people coming for lunch every day. We provide commodities. We have about 80 boxes a month that we give out of food commodities to people. There's a lot of programs that you just might not even be aware of that we do every month. And if we don't have the senior center to do it from, we would like to go to the old senior center, the Redbud City Center, and do it there. The $300,000 price means we're going to be putting all our money towards that. So I'm asking that you provide that at no rental cost to the senior center. That's why I came to explain that. I know it'll take action from, I'm not sure if it's the city manager or who, but that's why I came today. I have some of our board here. We hope that you can help us out and help the seniors out. Okay, thank you.
And I don't know how to move forward. I don't know if you want to try and move that forward right now, tonight. I know it's not on the agenda. If we can put it on the next one, we can.
I think, can't we just give him the power to do it?
I mean,
He has.
I think we've all talked to him today about this, right?
I think it's within his full authority to do as he sees fit.
I don't think we need to make a motion or
too.
not.
I don't think we can't make a motion,
Right,
but I
because of
agree
the
it's within
agenda.
his capacity. Agreed.
I mean, it's a ball that you didn't really want either, Tim, but it's a ball that you're gonna have to deal with.
Well, Adam and I have had some conversations back and forth, and they've agreed to do some cleaning and. help
Yeah,
out
we
with
would have our
that.
cleaning service clean it after we use it, and
Okay.
Yeah.
And insurance liability issues, things like that.
yeah, I have the certificate. I'll send that to you tomorrow.
And then scheduling for the concerts, we'll probably have to talk to Mike to make
Yeah.
arrangements, because I think they're using the,
I think
They use
Emma
the
has already
facilities.
kind of looked at the schedule to see what's available and what's already rented out.
What are we gonna do when there are rentals? There
So-
are.
It's only on the weekends. In
Yeah,
September, it's
it's
only
only
on the
on the
weekends.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Works out
weekdays are
perfect.
clear.
Yeah.
it was a
Sounds like you
question
guys
I
are
had
well
with
ahead of
Tim,
it, so we want to make sure we support the senior center.
Absolutely.
Good.
Thank you.
I just
Thank
wanna
you,
make
Adam.
sure you're not gonna have anything in there that's gonna walk away. So
No,
you're gonna wanna be careful that you
yeah,
don't.
well, anything that's valuable that we can't replace,
Okay.
we'll be
All right,
taking
right.
away every day.
Just about
Okay.
the time I was gonna use the gym.
Well, October. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Anyone else wishing to make a public comment?
Hi. My name is John Van Dyke. I live in Buchanan. On May 22nd, a letter I wrote to the Herald Palladium was published. I'd like to read just the first paragraph from it and address that. Dear editor, yard signs calling for Buchanan Mayor Sean Dennison's resignation, fraudulent charges of misconduct, and Dennison's upcoming recall election are an embarrassment to our community. I then found on social media, I found 6 charges that were made, and I refuted them, and I put them in footnotes here with copies for everyone. Unfortunately, I am sad to report that since my letter's publication, further unsubstantiated rumors have been floated amongst our community. Most egregiously, these false rumors have attacked Mayor Dennison's personal life. Gossip mongers in our community should be ashamed of themselves. Here's the thing about rumors, though. They spread fast, but they die fast. The truth always wins, and the truth will win here. At the end of the day, things like titles, degrees, and the amount of money one makes doesn't matter at all. What does matter is a person's character, and Sean Dennison has that in spades. He has been an honest and decent public servant, and I hope he holds his head high. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to make a public comment?
Hi, my name is Angela Lowry. I'm a candidate for city commissioner. I was not going to address that this evening, but I will. The rumors that you were speaking of, it was an attack on me, and it was not meant to be an attack on Sean or Joe or Tom. That was an individual who was trying to make me look like a horrible person. They sent out their poison pen letter and made it look as though I was the author. I apologize for how it has harmed you. I sat with Joe and Tom for 2 hours on Saturday, and we worked out that issue as well. So I do apologize, even though it was not of my doing. Someone who was trying to defame me was the author. Okay. Again, my name is Angela Lowry. I'm running for city commissioner. I'm a lifelong resident of Buchanan, 1989 graduate of Buchanan High School, was raised in faith at Buchanan Christian Church. I raised my 3 children in this community, and they were all Buchanan High School graduates as well. And I am the proud nanny of 2 amazing little boys, the oldest of which will be starting his kindergarten year at Ottawa in just a few weeks. I'm running for commissioner because as a community, I feel our concerns are not being addressed. The job of the commission is to represent the tax-paying citizens and to ensure that our tax dollars are being spent responsibly. I feel that there's been an issue with that probably over the last decade at least. As a commissioner, I would like to reestablish the flow of trust and respectful, constructive communication between City Hall and the people of Buchanan. To ensure that we are hearing the issues that are important to the taxpayers and moving the city forward in a direction that is desired by the taxpayers of this beautiful town that we call home. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to make a public comment?
Chief Burnett, Buchanan Police Department. We want to say thank you to everyone for a successful National Night Out that we had last week. We had over 300 people that did attend. And we would like to thank our vendors and everybody that contributed to help us with that successful event, as well as Scarecrow Charities that gave us $600 for Shop with a Cop that night, and Larry for stepping up and speaking for us. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to make a public comment? Going once, going twice. Seeing none, let's move down to executive comments. City Manager?
Okay, just a little update on where we're at on a few things. We're preparing for the financial audit. We have a public notice period for our new draft permit for the wastewater treatment plant, and that will begin this week for approximately 30 days. It will allow the public to make public comments on that new permit. The downtown infrastructure project for USDA, we had the loan closing on June 30th. We had a quite lengthy pre-construction meeting on that same morning with the 2 contractors, and we hope to get some work done yet this fall, starting at the wastewater treatment plant. On the Front Street retaining wall, we received a second set of drawings and provided comments last week. We're expecting additional drawings for our review, and we're getting closer to bidding the project. On the McCoy Creek Culvert, the Days Avenue project, the Eagle permit was issued last week on August 6th. It specifies the work within the creek shall be completed by October 1, and the engineers are finalizing the design and bid documents. They will specify all work within the creek to be completed by October 1, and the remaining work above the creek can continue after that. So we're still optimistic to get this project going yet this fall. That's all I have tonight.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Whedon?
Thank you. First of all, congratulations to Chunks. I know you're killing it because I think you've gotten, I don't even know how many numerous transactions from my family. So congratulations for absolutely killing it. Thank you for the kind words and the things you said about Sean. I think that it's something for people who are running for the commission to be very, very conscious of who you align with and recognize that their agenda may not be what your agenda is. Having done this for 6 years and seen every side of people from the most positive to some of the most wicked, vile things I've ever seen human beings say at another person, especially in this small town. You never think you're going to see it, but man, they're out there and they seem to bubble up at the wrong times and they cause some chaos. And but the people in here have weathered that storm, and I look among many faces who put their heart and soul on the line to ensure that this city is successful. So thank you for everybody who's here. I wish the best of luck for people who are going for the commission in November, and I've enjoyed sitting on the commission with each one of these, even Dan at times. Thanks, Sean.
Commissioner Spence?
Yeah, Ashley's not here tonight, but if she was, I'd want to tell her I wish her the best of luck in her next opportunity, and the work that she's done for the city of Buchanan definitely doesn't go unnoticed, and there's a lot that has been accomplished while she spent her time here. So just wish her and her family the absolute best, and Look forward to her having a successful next phase. We approved it tonight, but Tim's evaluation, Tim has done a phenomenal job since stepping in, providing consistency and accountability to this community. And in the short time that he's been here, but it seems like yesterday that we brought in, and here we are, 8 months later or so. So we hope that will continue, and just our gratitude for your efforts don't go unnoticed, Tim, and you've done a lot in a very short time for this community, and we thank you for that. I wasn't here. Well, I don't think I've been in Madison for the last 2 weeks, so I didn't get a chance to. I was cheering on Hannah from Wisconsin myself, so just want her to know that we're incredibly proud of her efforts in representing this community, and look forward to cheering her on as she continues to put Buchanan in its best light. And then thank you to our team at the police and first responders for National Night Out. I usually am a staple at that event, but again, I was in Madison, so I didn't get to take my kids down there and go down the water slide this year myself or any of the fun stuff, but I know it's a really big effort by that team, and really proud of the fact that we're one of those communities that represent. So thank you.
Commissioner Money?
Yeah, I too want to start out by saying thanks to Ashley for everything she's done. I was hoping she was going to be here tonight myself, but she's done some incredible things, within the city. Hate to see her leave, but, all good things. Congratulations to Chunks, $100,000 worth of ice cream, man. I've got some skin in that game too, I guess. But yeah, you've done a great job. The reception that they had for Hannah downtown was a remarkable turnout. At 7 o'clock in the morning, wasn't quite sure.
Right.
When I first got there, that wow, not too many people here. Well, when it got to be about 10 minutes till 7, you were getting pushed out of the way. It was great. Hated to see what happened, but that's competition, and so. But then. Adam, I'm glad this commission could help you folks out up there. I'm glad we had a facility for you to be able to move into, because your program, the senior center, does a great job for providing for the seniors in this community. And I hope they're all grateful for that. So thank you, and good luck down there for the next 3 or 4 weeks. And Mr. Burnett back there, Chief Harvey, great job on National Night Out. I got to be down there for a little while, just long enough to be part of a presentation. Thank you to Mary and her group. We give $600 to the police department, but once again, they do a great job, and it was great to see the good turnout that they had. Even the ones that got in the dunk tank, because it was so dang cold down there, you could hardly stand it. But Harvey, yeah, I wasn't going in there. Yeah, great job, Harvey. And once again, I just want to thank Tim for all the hard work that he's put in over the last few months. I know it's been a little bit hectic, but we appreciate everything that you do. And once again, I just want to thank this commission for everything that they've done. It's a great group of fellows, and proud to work with all of them as with our city staff. So that's all I have.
Mr. Bianski?
Tim, you've got 100% of my support nonstop. I vote the way I vote because I have to, just because that's the way I'm made, and I refuse to back off from that. You have done, you stepped into a cesspool, and we're slowly crawling out of it. Hopefully you'll hang around and we don't bubble our ways back down. The senior center, is there any recourse to the design on that, or are you that's too bad.
10-year limit on the lake and stuff, that stuff is hidden underneath. Why it was approved without the drainage features is beyond me.
Well, buyer beware. But have fun in the old senior center. And everybody should understand it. It's probably one of the better ones in the county. as far as attendance, being new, and doing things for its local folks, and people come from everywhere to go to it. That's basically all I got.
I just want to jump on board with these guys. I want to thank and congratulate Hannah Roberts. I know her day didn't go the way she wanted it to, but that's sports. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but she still handled it like a professional, and looking forward to LA in 2028. Since 2018, when I decided to run for the position of city commissioner, I've given everything I had to this position. As I stated when I ran for commissioner, and time again since, my goal was and is simply to leave Buchanan a better place than I found it. I've invested countless hours over the past 7 years trying to achieve that goal. I've offered to pitch in at City Hall, I volunteered for, and I sit on 5 different boards, lending a helping hand whenever and wherever I thought I could make a difference. I have not been alone in this endeavor. Buchanan has so many good, decent people working for it, both in City Hall and the various DPW departments. They're all good at what they do, and they do it because they share a common goal of doing what's best for Buchanan. I'm honored to get to work beside them. Cal Langston, Rich Murphy, Tim Lynch, Ashley Regal, Courtney Bayham, Emma Lisi, and all the hard-working people, dedicated employees that are in this building. Mike Baker, Clay Weaver, and the rest of the DPW employees are committed to doing everything they can to keep the city running smoothly. Our police force, our firefighters, all our amazing volunteer organizations that do so much for our community. I'd be here all night if I tried to name everyone, but all of these people give of their time and energy to try and make Buchanan a better place to live for all of us. Buchanan is home to so many wonderful people that I value deeply and with whom I enjoy working alongside. Volunteers, civic leaders, business owners, all those who share the common vision of a healthy, vibrant Buchanan, Michigan. To all of you that have consistently stood by me with unwavering support, and to all those who continually support our small town, thank you. Your kind words, thoughts, and actions have carried me through my years of service to this city, and it's people like you that make Buchanan, Michigan the nicest place in America, and the reason I wanted to be a part of leading our community in the first place. Unfortunately, and maybe naively, I was unaware of another group of people that live here in Buchanan. A small but loud percentage of misguided, ill-informed, small-minded people. The kind of people that continually insinuate corruption exists inside city government without evidence. The kind of people that continually insult and question the integrity of those trying to serve our community. The type of people that would vandalize my home simply because they're unhappy with me. The kind of people that bully, that continually post lies and rumors on social media, and the kind of people who are profane and vulgar at our city meetings and who disregard our rules of conduct and procedure. To those of you who question my integrity and ethics because of lies that you've heard through gossip or the anonymity of the internet, I want to tell you this. I strive to be a person of character, and I can recognize right from wrong. My values won't bend for any member of this commission, for anyone in City Hall, or for anyone in our community. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. I believe it's wrong to talk down to or to berate anyone because of their sex, age, race, education, or religion. I believe it's wrong to send provocative emails on city devices. I believe it's wrong to make inappropriate comments about females working at City Hall. And I will not look the other way when I see anyone, including fellow commissioners, participating in actions that put our city at risk of litigation. I will not accept the retaliation against whistleblowers by members of this commission. I will not condone by my silence those who make racist statements. I will not stand silent when a commissioner verbally degrades city employees, especially in public. As the mayor, as a husband, and as a father to a teenage daughter, I will not just stand by while the city's harassment and misconduct policy is being violated by anyone, even if the person in violation of the policy is my friend or your friend. Please understand, my criticisms of Mr. Vianski isn't because I don't like Dan. It's because his behavior, words, and actions jeopardize Buchanan's ability to operate effectively. His negativity, bigotry, and constant attempts to circumvent the work and authority of the City Commission puts the city at risk for litigation, while at the same time impedes Buchanan's progress and hinders economic development opportunities. Our city's problems, both big and small, require intelligent, respectful debate, not self-serving, outdated, obstructionist behavior born of ignorance. After discussing it with family and friends, I've decided that the level of incivility I've dealt with as mayor has reached a level beyond what I consider acceptable for small-town politics. I signed up to help, to work with everyone to improve our community. I didn't sign up to have my home vandalized. I've tried my very best to always treat others with respect and to focus on solutions to our problems. I didn't sign up to have my character and integrity attacked with lies. With that being said, tonight I'm choosing to resign as your mayor and city commissioner effective immediately. I've decided to focus on my health, my family, and on things that bring me joy. Unfortunately, this position is no longer one of them. And with that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make said motion.
I'll second.
Should we have roll call, please?
Swem,
Yes.
Dennison,
Yes.
Whedon,
Yes.
Yansky,
Yes.
Money.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Oh. Blame me.